Hello, hello, hello.
Greetings, beautiful people.
Yes, we are excited to do our May update
That's
for
right.
our favorite investor people.
Come
We are grateful
on.
for your ongoing support of BlackFULLness. And I just am feeling called to say if you're not, for some crazy reason, on our email list that comes out weekly, on our social, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, please make sure you get yourself on there.
Another note to take it
Yes.
even one step further. If you haven't downloaded our app,
Lord
because
have
we're not going
mercy.
to make the assumption that everybody has
We don't have
downloaded
the
the app.
assumption. We don't have the assumption.
So,
And even if you are not of the melanated persuasion,
please download
please
it.
download the app too. You can.
Because those numbers of folk that we have in the app, it's starting to become more and more and more important for us as we go into deeper conversations around expanding Blackfulness and our purpose and our mission.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. So be about that. Thank you
Please.
very much. And as a part of that, we want to let you know that we have new content in there.
That's right.
David and I are lending our voice in terms of new content. There's going to be
Hey.
so much stuff happening. It's going to start happening quickly over the summer. And so we are writing, we are testing prayers,
meditation,
and we're leaning into some other folks that we have relationships with, having them add some pieces to the app. So we out here.
some dope music from some
We've
dope
got some
people
beautiful
behind
music.
our
Yes,
apps.
we're just it's evolving, and we're super excited about all the ways
That's
in
right.
which that's happening. Good stuff. So we want to update y'all on a few things. We did in the month of April. We did Your First Million Live with Arlette Hamilton. Her first event. It was fantastic. We had a good time. We saw Issa Rae.
Come on.
We saw Rachel Rogers.
Come on.
We saw TLC in
What
concert.
about your friends?
That's right. It was so
Hey.
good. It was so fun. We had a really good time.
And we learned some stuff.
And we learned some good stuff and got connected to some people.
That's right.
And another thing, just made sure people knew who we were. We did a beautiful gift for their speakers, which we were really excited about. And so the packaging was amazing. So make sure that's another place on our social where you can see the little video that we posted.
That's right.
That goes with that. And so make sure you're on our social for that. But we had a good time. It was fruitful. And then I went to Wisdom 2.0, and that is another place where we started last year out. Was one of the first events we went to, and another opportunity to have some great connections. I was in the audience when Tarana Burke spoke, and that was beautiful and powerful, considering our updated focus on Black women. And I had the pleasure of also being registered for the Stripe Sessions Conference at Moscone, and was able to check in and have lunch with Malcolm, who's our developer from Ninjas in the Machine, and that was really fun, and it was a good time, and it was a time well spent. Yeah,
That's right. We were also at the Kingmaker Spring Symposium with Baba Chris Chapman and his team, who are creating professional and personal development opportunities for our young kings, queens, and non-binary royals.
That's right.
And so there were tons of people brought from all across the country to share some experiences and some thought leadership around the classroom, outside of the classroom, community building, basically creating an entire ecosystem for our, like I said, the young kings, queens, and non-binary royals. And BlackFULLness was in the mix, sharing about our app with educators, administrators, students, and so there were quite a few people who were able to engage with the BlackFULLness experience, which we were excited about. Love supporting Kingmakers of Oakland as one of our partners, one of our strategic partners who really just shows us love, so we're grateful for that and that experience with them. We also had an opportunity to present the BlackFULLness Lounge at the California School-Based Health Alliance. And let me tell you, that opportunity for us by far has been I would say the most successful. We had about 150 to 175 people experience our app, and the feedback and the responses were fantastic and very telling from not only Black people and BIPOC people, but people of all races could really feel what BlackFULLness is bringing through our app experience at the core, and also the larger BlackFULLness Lounge experience, where we create a space for folks to have experiential experiences of mindfulness in many different modalities. So it was a great testing ground. It was a great way for us to get some more downloads, get some more people in the app, and to get some more relevant feedback to help us get better, because one of BlackFULLness's company values listening to the people, and that was a great opportunity for us to do just that and incorporate some of that feedback into the user experience.
Yeah, good
So,
stuff. Yes, excellent. We also have some really great,
ooh,
deep sort of continuing to deepen our academic pedigree
that's right.
with some good stuff. Our Florida State University, y'all have heard us talking about this for so long. And today, officially, work started on the pieces that we're doing for them. And so that is really exciting to be kicking that off
With invoices.
with invoices.
That's the thing.
That's the key.
Paid invoices.
That's
which
the key
is
right there. That's the key right there. So we got that going.
Yep.
We also applied for a grant with an internal UCSF grant and their Cancer Research Center, looking at Black women and mindfulness in cancer survivors, and how it affects telomere lengths, which is one of the next big scientific studies moving forward with determining the impacts of stress. And so we're really excited and we feel really confident that we're going to get that one. We're working with Dr. Kim Rhodes, who is the founder of Umoja, but is also a professor and works at UCSF in their Cancer Research Center. And so we're really excited about that. And Harvard, we're meeting with a woman who is applying for a grant, is doing some research. She works in the psychiatry department at Mass General. And she's and also working at Harvard. And so we're super excited about the work that we're doing with Dr. Dominique.
And we're excited because her connecting mindfulness to the impacts of heart disease and dementia is personal for her. And so just like we're super grateful for the work that Ninjas in the Machine, our technology developer, is doing, we're even more grateful that they use our app, right? And the work that Dr. Dominique is doing is personal. So she's on top of it and she's keeping this thing moving like she is not playing.
Yeah, we should find out about that one pretty soon.
And she's doing a really good job of figuring out how to write some technical features of the app into the grant so that we could possibly have some of the things that we want to have in the app that elevate the experience taken care of through the grant, which is one of our strategies just in general, to figure out how we can expand what we have through our participation and really leveraging our academic pedigree.
That's right.
And then again, the grant space to help us expand our work.
Right, exactly so. And then additionally, we're working with Drexel University right now, and they're doing a study on Black women, weight management, and self-compassion, essentially. And I forgot, Dr. Natalie mentioned, y'all know Dr. Natalie from Spelman, mother of our content.
Boop, boop, shout out.
She mentioned that we were written into a grant at Emory.
Oh, yeah.
They got funded recently.
Wow, we are here.
Though we don't actually know all the details too, but we know that
We
we're
are
about to
here.
get some money from this grant.
That's right.
From Emory. And so that's coming up too.
Where there is divine vision, there is divine provision, and we don't always have to be in the space to see and know where the resources are coming from, but we know that the source always sends us all the resources that we need through people known and unknown. And this is one of those examples of where
Absolutely.
we are, what do you call it? Where you have, we've done the work, but we're not included in this actual thing. Residual.
Yes,
So,
that's what I'm talking about. Residuals.
That's right.
I'm talking about. And then
come on.
you want to talk about the feasibility study?
Oh yeah. So we actually had started a feasibility study for a health and wellness, an African American health and wellness hub in Contra Costa County that we applied for as a part of a joint grant maybe a month ago, and later found out that we in this joint group were the only ones that applied for this RFP, responded to it. It initially was at $80,000 for the grant, but it has since been increased to $180,000. And so the two parts that were added to the grant were the two things that we added as part of what we offer as a team. So that's a good sign when the person who puts out the RFP creates a new scope for the feasibility study based off of our application.
That's right.
So keep your fingers crossed and keep your prayers going for how everything works out with the UCSF grant, with the feasibility grant with Contra Costa County for the same African American Health and Wellness Hub. We'd be the folk who would be supporting the team and consulting around what the curriculum, what the actual experience and space should be used for, particularly related to African Americans, given our work with the stress-related illness around mindfulness and specifically being targeted towards African Americans.
It's
So we're
fantastic.
fit for it.
We're excited. We're excited about that piece.
It's a big deal.
So the other things we have coming up are I am pitching on this coming Sunday, the 19th, for Pipeline Angels.
That's right.
We were invited to pitch with them with our new focus of reducing stress in the Black community by reducing stress in Black women first. And so we're leaning into that. We're really excited about that coming up. So we have that. Plus, we're in conversation, more deep conversations with the XD, which is an organization we've told you about before. And we're having a due diligence meeting with them next week as well to talk about
2 days.
Yeah, over the course of 2 days, we have our advisors coming in to help make sure that we're on track and make sure that we're getting our needs met. And so I'm excited about
So excited.
a lot of movement over
Let
here.
me tell you about pipelines. I have been the beneficiary of experiencing Sonia do this 5-minute pitch. And when I tell y'all it is tight, robust, comprehensive, and a very great representation of who we are, where we've been, and where we're going.
Excellent. We're really
Love it.
excited about it. And then we want to let you know a couple of great things. One, I think we mentioned it previously, BlackFULLness University is live and popping. And we will include in this email a link for folks for you to get in there and check it out. See what we're doing, see how it's working. Take a couple of the classes, like just be about it.
This will be a free promo code specifically for our investors. Please do not share
Do
this
not
promo
share it.
code out. What you can share is the fact that this BlackFULLness University is available for other people who are not investors to actually pay for. Because we have courses in there that are $30 for a 3-day mindfulness personal trainer, as it were.
Right.
And so this is another opportunity for us to generate revenue, and that's where we need our investors to really come into play, to share that this resource is available and to encourage other people to patronize the BlackFULLness University. But we're giving it to you for free because you are our beloved community of investors, and we want you to have the experience and know what
Right.
you're sending people to when you make those recommendations.
Right. And so we're excited about that. We'll make sure that we share that as well. And then we want to let you know that our Gratefulness Journal, which we're also really excited about, being released in January.
That's right.
We have had more than 120 pre-orders,
Yep.
which the publisher seems to be very impressed by. We're unfortunately does not seem to be a possibility to move the date up out of January into December, but we are open to the possibilities.
We know what we know.
We know what we
And
know.
we know what we're going to call forward. That's
Exactly
an early
so.
release
Exactly so.
of this journal.
An early release of the journal, and we're trusting perfect unfolding.
That's right.
We trust when
Always.
it comes out, it's going to be perfect when
That's
it comes
right.
out. So we have the pre-orders. We're also excited that Roots Community Health is going to be ordering 250 copies of it for their entire staff, and so we're
Roots.
really excited. Come through, Roots
Stay
Community
coming
Health.
through.
Stay coming through. Oh, we just did an interview with Dr. Noha last week.
We did, which was
She's
really
going to be on
dope.
our podcast, so y'all keep an eye out for the upcoming episode of Mindfulness for the
So
Culture.
shout out to Dr. Noha,
Yes.
who is the president, CEO, founder of Roots Community Health.
Yep.
Roots.
Yeah, that's right.
Roots
They
Community Health.
rebranded.
Yeah,
Roots Community Health. Yep.
And super shout out to Jamaica Soul for being our point of contact there, who
Jamaica
always
loves us.
makes sure that our ask and requests are seen, heard, and every time since
And
we fast,
fulfilled.
it's been a yes.
Yes.
So thank you, Jamaica.
We appreciate you, Jamaica. And also had some conversations. You may know that the San Francisco Veterans Administration is also one of our community partners, and they are looking into how they can get some funds to order some copies for their folks as well.
And specifically for their heart health group.
Yeah.
That they have. There's a group of veterans that they have do this heart health work with, and we are viable partners in that space with them. So we're going to be talking about this journal every time you see our faces. So go ahead and get ready
Go
for
ahead.
it. So if you haven't already pre-ordered your copy of the Gratefulness Gratitude Journal, please go ahead and do that.
Yes, please.
When you hear us ask about it again next month, if you've already gotten your journal, you can just tune us out for that part, and then tune back in when we're done. But we're gonna ask until we get on y'all's
gonna
nerves
ask.
to
We
go
get
ahead
on
and
your nerves.
download the app,
Yes.
try out BlackFULLness University.
Yes.
Send your friends and your circles, the people you're in a relationship with, to try out BlackFULLness University.
Yes.
and download our pre-order our gratefulness gratitude journal. Those are our asks.
Those are our asks. We are continue to be, doesn't need an R, sorry. We continue to be grateful.
That's right.
For your support.
That's right.
For showing up, and you will hear from us again soon.
Thank you.
We trust that everybody's well.
Ashe.
Peace.
Peace.